Party's messaging because the Republican Party wants to deregulate, and they want to make they want to add tax cuts.
Seems
and they
like
want to cut
do
Social
the
Security.
Immigration fear. They're like,
Yeah.
We're trying to save your job, people.
So
Immigrants were taking your job.
So this is, like I said, they're, in my assessment, the Republican Party is suffering from its success.
Right.
Because they have been so powerful on wedge issues, on the social conservatism side, and because they've actually allowed the white evangelical base to taste the fruits of their labor in the form of, overturning Roe v. Wade, they now can't use that as a weapon.
Well, yeah, exactly. The abortion issue they used to use to drive people to the vote.
They can't
and now,
use
as that's gone, and now it's actually in the Democrat position where people are going to the poll to legalize abortion. So they took a fat fucking L in terms of voter motivation there.
There is no confusion there anymore. Maybe you could hide behind like bureaucracy or trap laws or whatever the fuck you wanted while simultaneously offering the white evangelicals in the South a very active, participating voter base within the Republican Party. You could offer them something by curbing abortion rights. But now at the national level, abortion has always historically been popular to protect. 75% across history, right? At the national level, everyone now knows the Republican Party across the board is associated with those psychotic Christian zealots that stand outside of abortion clinics.
Right.
That's a really bad look. So you have two different categories within your voter base. You have the MAGA guys who make up a big chunk, probably the largest chunk of the voter base. The guys who are like super geared, the demon hunters, the people that go to the parent-teacher conferences and they're like, oh, they're transing our children. The Nazis, the working class folk that are just completely brain broken by watching Tucker and Fox News and whatnot. And then you have the suburban voters who are like, I'm fiscally conservative. I'm a little racist. I'm racist. I just wish that they wouldn't be so brazen about their racism. Those two are at a contradicting point. Those two voter bases are at a contradicting point because, like, you can't captivate both of them at the same time in the same way Trump did in 2016 because he was running against Hillary Clinton and everybody fucking hated Hillary Clinton. So now you have to figure out a way to both win the primary, and the only way to win the primary is by going right, okay? And then not go so far right in the primary that you have pushed away the general electorate, the broader electorate that you need to have like a winning solution. The suburban, Karens and the wine moms and the racist white women.
Do you think that DeSantis or Trump is going to get it? Because me and Dan have been talking about it. I am so fired up, bro, for this upcoming presidential. The DeSantis versus Trump showdown is going to be spectacular, dude. It's going to be so entertaining and so fun.
I agree. There's going to be a lot of tea there. I think Donald Trump's already started blistering DeSantis a little bit.
Ron DeSanctimonious.
Yeah, he said that was not his best.
No.
He's gonna say Ron DeStinky, I think.
Ron DeStinky.
Ron DeStinky.
Ron the neck lipo.
Don't we love it, folks? He's so. I love it. Problem is, Ron DeSantis looks like a fucking hero right now.
They love his ass.
He went from.
But once Trump starts bullying him, the perception changes. He's gonna Jeb Bush his ass.
I don't know.
Well, I'm on the edge of my seat. I love it, man.
I don't know because Ron DeSantis is like very good at gaining national prominence by doing Trump shit, but the National Republican Party knows he's not Trump, as in he's a political machine guy. So he will abide by the wishes of the Republican Party. Donald Trump, on the other hand, flies off, does whatever the fuck he wants to do.
And I'll tell you what, if Trump loses the primary, he's not going to concede, bro. He's going to tear the whole party down.
We shall see.
He's going to be a Democrat. He's going to endorse fucking Joe Biden.
We shall see. It'll be very
Joe's a good man.
I am afraid of
I've known Joe a long time. He's a good man. We've golfed together. A lot of people don't like Joe, but he's a good man. Just totally flops. Anyway, So what I wanted to look at is some of the hardcore coping going on amongst our
Love that.
conservative contemporaries. Oh, by the way, my side note is that actually this would have helped Joe Biden a lot, but the inflation report came out today.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
favorable. It's going down way more than people expected. The
Oh,
market
yeah.
is up 5%. That's
Oh, yeah.
insane for one day. That's like
especially
fucking nuts.
especially like important goods for survival like food down like 2-3%. I think it's crazy.
That's just such great news. I mean, that's
Yeah.
really good news. It just is. And again, 5%, that's nuts, dude. In a single day. So,
He
I mean,
did
it's
it.
still way down from where it was, but
He did it, Joe.
5%.
so that's great news. So let's start with Tim Pool. Tim, everyone should have a new pool. First of all, look at all these leading up to the
He's so goated.
election.
Just the best.
Look at
political
his
commentator.
thumbnails. Democrats panic after mail-in votes fall short, signaling massive
That
GOP
didn't even
red
happen.
wave.
Like, why? Where do you get that information from?
He's like the quartering. You could just make up, fucking say anything you want and put it.
no,
It's
he's
like so
smarter than.
easy.
Okay, don't diss it that hard.
I don't know. Quartering's thumbnails are pretty insane, bro.
Yeah, I mean, quartering does that for like culture war shit. At least like Tim Pool.
I like quartering more than Tim Pool. I'll be honest,
Really?
because Tim Pool is like, he's such a fucking. He takes himself so fucking seriously.
Yeah.
And I just despise his stupid little fucking shtick. He's such a grifter. At least Quartering's like, I'm a big, fat, stupid, inbred fucking oaf, and I'm presenting you with that, and I
Fair.
appreciate that, you know.
I mean, I think they're both very dumb
Here's-
and very bad.
Oh, you're just mad because of these recent thumbnails on you, bro.
Wait, what is
Hassan has dark Jack Murphy-like past revealed.
this? What is this? Twitch communist attacks a fan at TwitchCon for asking a question about what the fuck? I've never.
This
Oh,
is
quartering did that?
thumbnails, yeah.
That's so funny.
And then this one, oh, he made you look like an Islamist.
Oh,
That's pretty wild, actually.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Twitch megastar male feminist gets roasted.
This one says Twitch communist Hassan attacks a fan at TwitchCon for Oh, I know that one.
They're such bitches. That's such a funny thing to get upset about and then like present in that way. Cause like in that moment, it looked like Twitter fingers did not turn into, a real life altercation for the people that were like trying to agitate. So they like desperately were trying to flip the narrative around and regardless of what everyone could very clearly see. They're like, oh no, he was actually owned actually. And I didn't look like a pathetic little baby.
Yeah.
And no, he was owned in that circumstance.
That's why I'm so envious in a way of what Quartering and Tim Pool do, because you can just make a title and thumbnail of fucking anything, even talk about something totally unrelated for 10 minutes and just get the views. It's
Dude,
just
I would
nice,
fucking
man.
despise that. I would fucking.
nice.
I could not stand having an
Printing.
audience like that. I would probably kiss myself if that was my audience.
You would kiss yourself?
Yeah, you know what I mean. I don't know if you can say that.
Oh,
on
is that
YouTube.
what you would say? Okay, well. Wait, Yilong responded? Wait, are you serious, Zach?
Yeah.
We offered him 1,000 yuan.
And then he said in Chinese, bye, I don't care about you.
Dude, we lowballed him.
And then he said, forget it. Don't waste each other's time. I keep asking him, give me a price. Give me a price.
This guy
Throw
is,
something
dude.
out.
Okay. Let's try again.
Dude, he is such a business wizard.
Okay, let's do
dude.
2,000 yuan. How much
He's
is that?
fucking destroying you right now.
Okay, let's try 2,000 yuan. That's $300.
Oh my God, he's owning you, bro.
Bye. I don't care about you.
By the end of this, he's gonna have the $3 billion studio.
And then
He's gonna be able to buy Twitter after this.
And then he deleted all the messages from the chat. I guess you can do that in Telegram.
Is he just bailed? Like for real?
Well, he's still talking.
Yeah, do 2,000 yuan. Best offer. It's just like a 10-minute call, bro. 2,000 yuan.
Okay.
You look desperate.
I am.
I mean, you should have came with a better offer.
Dude, what for what? He's calling him for 10 minutes. Well, you think I should offer more than 2,000 yuan? That's $300. What the fuck he do to deserve that?
He is just Yilong Ma. I'm in awe of the words that are coming out of your mouth.
All right, how much is 10,000 yuan? Take all my money. 10,000 yuan to
All
USD.
my money.
That's $1,400. I'm not
This is
giving him that. Fuck that.
H3H3 Productions is bankrupt.
I'm not giving that mother. I'm not giving that. I love his ass, but I ain't giving him more than that.
Let's see what says here.
2,000, bro. 2,000. Yeah, someone says around 250. Yeah, so that's what 2,000 yuan is $300 basically. So.
All right, let's get back to these losers though.
So anyway, Tim Pool, new production shows insane red wave coming. Democrats are freaking out. Democrats panic over blowout loss as safe blue areas now expect to flip GOP. Governor admits they're being destroyed by GOP as red wave looms. That's funny because Gavin Newsom won by like 30 points.
Gavin Newsom is one of those locks where it's like you don't even need a projection. Like the
Gabby
moment the
boy.
polls close, they call.
You seen
it.
his hair? Beautiful hair.
It's no contest.
Yeah,
My brother called me. He has not had access to the internet, but he's been around like old people for the past week. Like his internet is like patchy, and he was like, "So what's up? A lot of people are saying Nancy Pelosi lost her seat."
What?
I was like, "Bro, you're crazy. These
Nancy?
people are just insane." Yeah, dude, Nancy Pelosi.
I saw a clip of Tim saying that this is like he saw this coming. I thought that was in the doc, but I don't see it. If you can find that. Yeah, he went on the show and he's like, I don't know why everyone's surprised by this. Or maybe it was a tweet where he's like, this was a good turnout. Anyway, here he is.
Yeah, it was a tweet.
The day before the midterm, and he is.
Dude, this is awesome.
He's praying.
We
to the lunar
literally
eclipse.
have gone back to like medieval times.
Bro, he's doing a rain dance right now.
No, this is straight up like he is a medieval peasant, okay? Like, oh, my lord, the blood moon signifies we must sacrifice our firstborn for the harvest. Like, that's what Tim Pool is on, which is way cooler than like, you know, Nate Silver being like, oh my God, it's gonna be a blowout red wave. Like, shut up, Nate. At least this is
Bitch,
like
Nate did not hear about the blood moon because that would have altered his calculations. But here's Tim Pool saying that the blood moon foretells of a red wave.
Literally are
Tomorrow
like dark
morning.
age peasants, okay?
Yeah. What did
Which is cool as fuck.
Absolutely. 12:02 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, when the entirety of the contiguous United States enters November 8th.
He's
the day
so
of the midterms,
serious too.
so
There
I
will
love
be
that.
a total lunar eclipse, creating what's called a blood moon lunar eclipse. It's also the day of the full moon. Ominous, to put it quite literally. The red moon, many say, signifies the coming red wave when Republicans will sweep.
God is a Republican, as you well know.
Dude, that's so
and he
sick.
loves the color red.
That's so sick.
God
Like, I
has
love-
God has made the moon MAGA in honor of this midterm election.
I'm constantly living in a world of contradiction because, like, on the one hand, I think it's like really fun when people lean into their schizophrenic tendencies like this, but also on the other hand, I'm like, oh my God, they're like literally making people insane.
He's a mysticist. He's a mysticist.
They're
He's a
making
shaman,
people
bro.
insane, and at a certain point, we're gonna get to a certain point where it's not just gonna be like 1.7, 1.8 million Pennsylvanians voting for a guy like Doug Mastriano. It's gonna be more than that. And I am thinking long term, this is unsustainable. Okay?
You think
Like,
so? Because I thought this was like a rebuke.
Nope.
Rebuke of that.
Because you're not looking at the other side of this. The other side of this, and this is what the Democrats do all the time. They're like, oh, we propped up with the Pied Piper strategy. We propped up some election deniers. We propped up some like anti-democracy zealots. We propped up some Christian nationalist fascists, and they got owned because you know the suburban wine mom said, "No, that's too gnarly for me. I don't really like that. You're kind of gross. I'm going to vote for civility," which is what they vote for. What we are failing to comprehend here is that, depending on which way Fox News goes, those people are inevitably going to be radicalized into believing that shit as well. And that's what I'm fearful
I don't know.
of. Every time you prop up these sickos, you got more people voting for them on the Republican side. And that is terrifying.
My relief in all this is that it seems like that's not what's happening. But I guess we'll see. Here's Tim Pool. After all those videos foretelling of the great red wave, He tweeted out, "It's funny how Republicans won. DeSantis, Abbott, and Kemp won handily. 224 House seats projected, and yet I see leftists mocking the GOP as if they lost and conservatives lamenting the results.
What?
The forecast was so bad for Dems. The GOP winning is the GOP
he
winning
talking-
this well is considered a loss."
Is he talking about Ben Shapiro when he says leftist? Because honestly, Ben Shapiro has been destroying the Republican
All
Party.
the Republicans, I see
Yeah.
them everywhere. Everyone's
That's
like, "This
so
was
weird.
a huge loss."
Dog.
Tim Pool's the only one who's like, "I told you that blood moon, bro. It spoke
Like, that's
to me."
crazy. This is like literally a
This is hard.
historic
Yeah.
upset.
Yeah, it's
You know what I mean?
It's coping to
This
the
is like when the
high-
Harlem Globetrotters loses and everyone's like, what the fuck? The Washington Generals actually play ball? Like, what's happening? Like, this wasn't supposed to happen.
Actually, I want to continue this blood moon video though because people take Tim seriously, and I think it's important people know that he's actually just a
from Tim Pool.
The midterms of the Blood Moon. I love this story.
Me too.
Look, I am not an atheist. I am not particularly theistic. I don't follow any organized religion. But I gotta tell you, when you see stuff like this, you can't help but believe there is something else out there. It is.
It's a
Yes,
fucking eclipse.
he's right. He's right, dude. He's
It's
right.
just so stupid because like you have to be so ethnocentric to believe this. It's just like red is an arbitrary color that you
Well,
pick,
it's communist. For
Yeah,
the rest of the world,
exactly, it can mean
for the rest of the
communism.
world, it literally means
Yeah.
for the rest of the world outside of the United States of America, red is historically associated
Exactly.
with
So,
communism.
so by the same, if you want to use the same logic
Yeah.
that red is some symbolism, it'd be way more likely that red means that communism is back.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah,
Yeah.
There's a spirit
like
haunting.
such a
There's a specter haunting the United States. It's the specter of communism. But like I said, he's gonna do like. I want him to like really lean into it, like do like ritualistic shaman
I wanna see a
sacrifices,
dance.
like a fucking pagan, you know?
Let's kill some rabbits.
Yeah.
Drink their blood.
Just like sucking on the neck of a rabbit, Tim Pool, like, whoa. This bodes not so well for
believe
the
this is-
Democrats.
I believe this is how Bloodborne started. Is that right, Dan? Mm-hmm. Right. He's about to hit up. He's about to go goblin hunting.
Yeah.
Not just chaos. Order exists. Because this
Give
is
me some
just,
creepy music, Zach. I think that will add a lot. Yeah.
it's crazy. Moon. And a
Crazy.
total lunar
Mhm.
eclipse. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
What if this signifies
at all.
dark days? I don't know. How about we be a little bit more optimistic than pessimistic? Okay? It signals a cleansing. That there's going to be a shift. Republicans are going to come in. They're going to wash away this
Would you
corruption,
say
this
an
taint.
ethnic cleansing?
Yeah, positive things like that. Posy vibes. Keep up the
Let's-
posy vibes.
Let's think positive here, guys.
The next 2 years will be a process. That the omen is not for those
does
of
he
sound
think?
mind and good judgment, those of honesty. The omen is for the Democrats who lied, cheated, and stole their way to power.
What?
Maybe,
I didn't know Tim was an election denier.
Oh, dude, he definitely is. Well, come on.
maybe this sign is
That's how the 49 state landslide didn't happen.
yeah.
Like,
fuck,
his
I
Democrats cheated. No,
that
I
they're
love
going to face
this.
accountability.
Lost the lead.
And
forget. Okay, so God is sending him
The
off
funny,
to
the
Democrats.
funniest part about this
On the
rhetoric, in my opinion, is not that he, sounds like a fucking medieval peasant, but also the fact that he thinks like the Republicans, if they gained control over both the House and Senate, would actually do something productive with that. Like he thinks, no, they were gonna impeach Biden, probably successfully, by the way, somehow.
so.
Like after 11 impeachments, they would have like 100 different Hunter Biden investigative committees.
We've had
okay?
another laptop.
You would literally see Hunter Biden, like there would be a one dedicated to his penis alone. Like everything that Hunter Biden did, committee time.
Yeah, but
They weren't gonna do anything with that power.
another clip of Tim resurfaced during the 2020 election. He had what is probably the funniest take ever. He predicted a 49, perhaps 50 state landslide for
he
Trump.
lost.
California
He
and
wasn't
New York
wrong.
included.
Democrats cheated.
This is so satisfying. Watch this.
I think Kamala and Biden might be throwaway candidates. They know they're going to get steamrolled in the election. I really don't see the Democrats winning this. I think it's fair to say Trump's going to win re-election. I think Trump might have a massive, massive victory.
Why do people still watch him?
I think we're looking at a Trump victory, man. Trump 2020.
This man clearly has literally no insight to the point that he's trying to read the moon.
Okay, why do people watch him? What do you mean? First of all, people watch him because he's hot. Okay,
Yeah, he is sexy.
Because he's fucking sexy. I'll just say it. I'm not afraid. people are like, damn, I want to be like him. How can I be him? You know, they look up to him in that regard. So that's number one. Number two, he's just soothing. Like, he's literally, everybody wants to hear from, quote unquote, the opposing side, agreeing with their worldview. Tim Pool has been able